In India, people are scared of legal help, not because it's expensive, but because they don't believe they need it until one day they do, and by then it's too late.
One man had spent 19 years in corporate and watched this problem close up, and he decided to do something that nobody had done before. He built India's first roadside legal assistance platform with 75,000 lawyers and solving up to 2 lakh legal matters and saving Indians with up to 50 crores in penalty. He didn't wait for the problem to get worse. He believed in one thing, that prevention is better than cure, and that man is Himanshu Gupta. Hello Himanshu ji.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Big Story Podcast.
Thank you so much.
And so we'll straight away go into the questions. So tell us about Lawyered and what was the mindset before starting it and what problem does it actually solve?
Okay, let me tell you a story. During COVID, we started a national helpline to help COVID victims who are suffering legally.
Mm-hmm.
And to our surprise, we started getting calls from truck drivers. Because उस time पे the only thing that was moving on the road were trucks.
Right.
And they were carrying essential goods. They were facing challenges on the road because documentation हर रोज change हो रही थी.
जी.
And they were not legally equipped to deal with those situations. एक तरफ essential goods carry कर रहे हैं, which is time sensitive material. And then on the other side, they are facing challenges on the road, were being detained by the officials and facing harassment.
Right.
So when they used to call us, we tried connecting them with lawyers कि आप lawyer से बात कर लो.
Mm-hmm.
उस टाइम पे एक ट्रक ड्राइवर की बात मेरे अभी तक I mean it has stayed with me for many years now. तो जब हमने उसको लॉयर से कनेक्ट किया ना, उसने बोला सर इतना कानून अगर हम जानते तो हम खुद ही ना डील कर लेते, हम खुद ही ना बात कर लेते, हम खुद ही ना सॉल्व कर लेते, आप ही कुछ क्यों नहीं बनाते. That particular moment I think was a eureka moment for us.
Right.
It made us realize that India में ना, when we talk about legal, access is not that big a problem.
Right.
Resolution is.
Mm-hmm.
What do I mean? Connecting with a lawyer is not that big a problem, but providing solution to the consumer in its entirety is a problem. Giving them a standardized solution is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Taking accountability of the delivery to consumer is a problem. That changed our thesis. We immediately switched from legal marketplace model to actually creating consumer-focused product. Created a legal infrastructure of about 75,000 lawyers pan-India, covering every 50 kilometers of the highway, to basically provide them solution to every roadside legal challenges. That's Lawyered.
Right.
We are basically identifying and resolving repeated legal risks for the mobility sector. India's first roadside legal assistance platform. इसको आप इस तरह से देखिए, जैसे roadside assistance technical breakdown को solve करती है, Lawyered जो है वो legal breakdown को solve करती है. Any issue related to challans, penalties, thefts, robberies, situation which requires legal intervention at the nth hour at any location in the country, we are providing that point solution through our platform.
Right. So after you started Lawyered, right now you have 75,000 lawyers enrolled into Lawyered. So what's the picture before and after IdeaBuzz?
Yeah. See, IdeaBuzz, when we're talking about IdeaBuzz, I'll tell you something that many people don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big, great platform, right? It's a show on the national TV, right? ZTV, huge followers. But I was very skeptical to participate in this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure you would think, यार कैसा startup founder है, इतनी बड़ी opportunity मिल रही है. I'll be fool if I don't want to participate in such a show.
Yeah, but
not that I didn't want to, but ना एक skepticism होता है ना कि यार legal tech की category है जिसको कोई जानता भी नहीं है, right? Nobody actually knows about this category, and you are going on a national TV trying to tell everyone that there is a solution to this big problem. I was very skeptical.
Right.
पर मैंने ना, I mean, Mudit, who's the co-founder of IdeaBuzz, he was scheduling my shoot for the episode. I kept on delaying it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end, I had to agree because वो last date थी shoot की.
जी.
So that was, I think it was August 10 when the actual shoot happened. So that was the time when I went to the show, and rest is history. We just went there point blank. But to your point, we had 75,000 lawyers anyways, and we had that legal infrastructure. Pre and post IdeaBuzz, a lot of things changed.
Right.
See, हमारे लिए ना जिस कैटेगरी में हम काम करते हैं ना, telling the challenge is not the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Every transporter, every truck driver knows that this problem exists for several decades.
Right.
They were living with this problem.
Mm-hmm.
Challenge was convincing that the solution exists.
Right.
उनको ये समझाना कि अगर आपकी गाड़ी को कोई भी ऑफिशियल कहीं पे भी रोकता है, तो सोल्यूशन एक कॉल दूर है.
जी.
That was big challenge for us. Many of the transporters whom we met earlier when we started the solution in 2021, they even said ki Himanshu, the solution that you're building is a Sanjeevani booty for the mobility sector. That kind of statement we used to get. So मेरे लिए challenge problem के लिए conviction नहीं थी, solution बताने के लिए conviction थी. Talk about investors. Some of the investors we used to meet prior to Ideabuzz, they used to say, Himanshu, you solving challans. मेरे तो गाड़ी का चलान ही नहीं आता. It's not a problem for me. Some said कि यार अगर चलान आ भी गया तो मैं पे कर दूंगा. What's the big deal? So it's not a problem that you're solving. तो उनको हम जब पूछते थे ना सर आपकी एक इन्वेस्टर को मैंने बोला सर आपकी गाड़ी का नंबर दो, तो मानोगे नहीं उनकी 2 गाड़ियों पे कितने चलान थे. Can you take a guess? 43 चलान्स अमाउंटिंग टू 2.5 lakhs और एक चलान के लिए उनको लीगल नोटिस भी आया हुआ था. He was not even aware. And the other who said I'll pay the challans, his challan was in the court. How can you pay it online? You can't. So हमारे लिए प्रॉब्लम ये थी कि ये सब चीजें हो रही थी but one conversation at a time.
Right.
The gestation cycle was high. The big transporters who wanted to give us work, वो उसको स्मॉल टिकट हमें परचेज ऑर्डर देते थे, राइट. D2C में जब हम गए चलान रेजोल्यूशन में थ्रू चलान पे, द प्राइवेट व्हीकल ओनर्स वर डूइंग एक्सपेरिमेंट्स विद अस कि मैं छोटा चलान रिजॉल्व करके देखता हूँ, पता नहीं कर पाएंगे नहीं कर पाएंगे. दैट ट्रस्ट deficit was there.
Right.
Came Ideabuzz when we had 75,000 lawyers earlier also. We still have about 75 to 80,000 lawyers pan India. The infrastructure that we have created. Suddenly the shift happened in the mindset. When you are positioned in the national television, the trust factor increased. When we were asked point blank questions by titans on the show, suddenly there was a mindset shift.
Right.
When the episode went live in December, we had many of these big enterprise customers who were there with us on the show when we were hosting a watch party. Immediately, the gestation cycle reduced. So that was something that was a translational shift for us. I mean, prior to Ideabuzz and post Ideabuzz, though we had the same legal infrastructure, basically the credibility became higher.
Right.
So the problem of credibility of a particular sector, that got visibility.
Right. I understand that. There are a couple of questions actually. So what I really feel is that you have a very good idea to the resolve of what the people really need. And regarding how you're positioning your startup as a solution provider, you have a complete clarity about it. But like you mentioned that you were hesitant in the initial part of showing up in the news
in the channel.
So like every other startup owner, right? They're really good when it comes to being there technically and the solution part. Was there any part in the communication or was there any confidence issue when you were showing up there?
Very, very pertinent point.
Yeah.
See, पता है क्या होता है कि जब आप as a founder, when we are, and the founding team and the entire team that we are working together, we are 100% convinced with what we are doing, right? Even the customers we are dealing with, when they start working with us, when we start solving their problems, they get 100% convinced.
Right.
But क्या होता है ना कि when you're in a television show, like Ideabuzz or other startup shows, there has been a history whereby only select few categories get visibility. Whether it is a fintech or health tech or maybe ed tech or maybe D2C brands,
right,
where the larger masses get the appeal. Even the investors also in those shows, they are possibly looking at कि यार ये वाले sectors grow कर पाएंगे, ये वाले sectors नहीं grow कर पाएंगे.
Right.
To that point, before Ideabuzz, whenever I used to fill up any government grant form or maybe a startup, maybe a VC form for applying for maybe funding, जो sectors वाला section होता है ना,
yeah,
उसमें legal tech था ही नहीं.
Wow.
That used to give you a little, एक बार होता है ना, आपको खुद एक बार अंदर झंझोर देता है. मतलब you get challenged by thinking यार जिस सेक्टर में आप एक स्टार्टअप क्रिएट कर रहे हो, जिस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कर रहे हो, वो तो लोग रिकॉग्नाइज ही नहीं कर रहे.
Right.
So that kind of challenges made me feel little skeptical that when we are going on national TV, will masses recognize what we are doing? Will titans get to understand what we are doing?
Right.
Will this sector ever get recognized? But जैसे कहते हैं ना कि inhibitions थी, but the day it happened, we went there with a clear precision in our mind. हमने स्टेज पे जाके हम जो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहे हैं, अपने कस्टमर का पेन पॉइंट और अपने कस्टमर्स की जो पेन को हम रिजॉल्व कर रहे हैं,
Right.
वो हम तब टेबल आउट करेंगे. वी लीव द रेस्ट टू गॉड, वी विल लीव रेस्ट टू द कंज्यूमर्स,
Right.
and we will leave rest to the titans, and then the magic happened on that telecast. On that shoot day also, I'm still getting goosebumps when I recall that day. It was about 1.5 hours shoot.
Right.
No cut, no nothing.
Yeah.
We were sitting center, and the entire titans were asking point blank questions. After about initial 30 minutes, every answer that I was giving,
Right.
every question that we were responding, we were getting lot of applause from the audience, from the crew. So that gave us quite a lot of motivation कि यार हिमांशु कुछ तो ठीक कर रहे हैं हम. That is why everybody is relating to it, because at that time even the investment decision was not made.
Right.
And when the investment decision was made, of course, it was really overwhelming for us.
Yeah, I've seen the episode. Like, I guess all the Titans.
Yeah, it was all Titan deal, and even Prateek Gandhi also agreed to become our brand ambassador.
Wow, that's pretty good actually.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, right? So all the Titans joined together to invest in Lloyd. So how has the experience been after meeting them, after taking the investment from them? How are they in the real world?
See, Ideabaz and of course the Titans not just invested in terms of capital, as I mentioned, they also gave us credibility at the national TV, right? So Titans, of course, gave us the capital that day, committed 8.5 crores, and then one more Titan joined later on.
Yeah.
So the overall capital was 9 crores to Ideabaz. So the beautiful thing that happened is all these Titans visited us in our office. They came and met us.
Right.
They met the team. They understood that how we are structurally doing it. You know what? None of them asked, show me your numbers, show me your books. None of them asked.
Right.
We were talking about हमने last 2 years में 3x year-on-year growth किया है.
Yeah.
They asked us point blank, Himanshu, how can we grow 10x in 12 months?
Right.
Not by what we are doing, by how can they contribute.
Right.
They were ready to put in all their might, their network, their connections, their ministry से connections, businesses से connections, moving things for us. When your investor or a Titan start working as a partner, magic starts happening.
Right.
So that's where I give due credibility to the Titans who started working closely with us, whether providing us tech support wherever we needed, or some partnership support, or maybe government exposure, or maybe anything under the sun. That's something that I have been observing since last, I think, 90 days, ever since the episode was telecasted. We generally have a catch-up call almost every month.
Right.
Again, not to share my numbers, the company numbers, but in terms of they stating कि यार हमने जो connect कराया था उससे क्या बात हुई, मुझे बताओ आगे कहाँ करना है, उसके आगे क्या करना है. So it certainly gives you comfort when your partner or when your investors start working as a partner and he is helping you grow.
Right.
That's how the Titans have been. Experience the Titans have been.
How's their interaction normally been like, other than work and other than the startup?
It's very, I would say that friendly. So I don't hesitate to even share a small LinkedIn post that I've done on a particular topic, or maybe even getting a preview of it कि यार मैं ये करना चाहता हूँ, post करना चाहता हूँ.
Yeah.
Does it sound good? I mean, I know it sounds very lame कि आप in LinkedIn post अपने Titan से review करवा रहे हो, but it's just that getting their perspective.
Right.
So because they have been there in the industry, they are the investors, they are the VCs, they know a whole lot about the investment ecosystem than me.
Yeah.
So that's where that's how closely they do the hand holding.
That's really nice.
Yeah. And Prateek, of course, is a very thorough gentleman.
Yeah.
Very nice guy. No Bollywood tantrums, star tantrums.
Yeah.
And amazing, amiable, personality. And we keep on exchanging texts. And of course, Mudit and Jeet, both of them were the founder of Ideabaz.
Yeah.
They themselves personally invested too. They are moving anything and everything under the sun for, not just for me, for Lloyd, but also for every startup which participated to help them grow in every possible way.
Right. So December 2025 was when the Ideabaz episode aired, right?
Yeah.
So
14th December.
14 December. So 14 December, and right now it's March.
90 days. Almost 90 days.
Almost 90 days. So 8.5 crores has been committed in this between. So what has moved over the time?
If I look back, it looks as if it's almost a sea change. So
Okay.
in terms of tech, we have structured our CTO. We have expanded our tech team.
Yeah.
Quite unglamorous work, but very important when you are setting up the foundation of technology for a national scale.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I think we also, in terms of our, one is the tech that we have invested in. Then, of course, we are more closely watching our D2C play. So that's something that is happening. If I share the numbers with you, when the episode was shot in August,
Right.
even December, you can consider, we had a cumulative vehicles of about 6 lakhs.
Right.
जो हमने पिछले 4-5 साल में ऑनबोर्ड किए थे. 6 लाख गाड़ियां ऑनबोर्ड की थी, जिनसे हमारा बिजनेस चल रहा था, जिनको हम रोड साइड लीगल असिस्टेंस भी देते थे, जिनके हम चालान रिजॉल्व भी करते थे. Any guesses what that number right now will be after 90 days? So 6 lakhs was last 4 years
Okay.
prior to the shoot or
Maybe around
telecast.
20-30 lakhs.
20 lakhs. Now we are onboarding 1 lakh vehicle
Right.
per week.
Wow.
Per week. Now that's precisely, see, infrastructure हमारा वही है,
Yeah.
solution हमारा वही है. What has changed? The credibility about the platform,
Right.
the trust in the mindset of the users, consumers has increased.
Right.
Prior to the IdeaVaz show, we had one insurance company who was onboarded.
Okay.
Almost number 2 insurance company in the country. And it took about 20 months for us to get them onboarded.
All right.
Almost 20 months. Post IdeaVaz, in 90 days, 5 more are getting onboarded.
It's crazy.
5 more. I'm talking about the national brands.
Yeah.
Leave aside the top 2 roadside assistance players getting onboarded, and the big B2B transporters, operators, these car tech companies have moved very closely with us. So in the last 90 days, because of the trust that has established in the market about our platform,
Yeah.
the conversion started happening faster. The gestation period of the big enterprise sales, which earlier used to take 20 months, is now happening in just 3 months.
Right.
That's the magic which has started happening in terms of revenue, in terms of, so we just, we're yet to formalize our revenue numbers for the financial year 2026.
Right.
But we are closing almost at 3x our last financial year. March itself, we are closing almost at the number which we did in the last financial year entirely.
Right.
So पिछले financial year में जो 1 साल में हमने achieve किया, वो हम 1 month में अब achieve कर रहे हैं. So that's the scale that with which we are now growing because of the trust that has happened now.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what I was saying is that the legal tech opportunity has boomed lately in India, and all thanks to Lloyd. What do you think is the scope of this industry in the coming few days or the few years? And how do you think Lloyd is going to push ahead in this matter?
See, many people don't know, as I've been mostly saying, लीगल टेक को कोई कैटेगरी मानता ही नहीं है, बट लीगल टेक का इज अ ह्यूज मार्केट इन इंडिया. इफ यू लुक एट द ओवरऑल लिटिगेशन एंड नॉन लिटिगेशन स्पेंड्स ऑफ द मेजर सेक्टर्स कंट्रीब्यूटिंग टू द जीडीपी ऑफ द कंट्री, द ओवरऑल लीगल टेक मार्केट इज नियरली अबाउट $55 billion. और उसमें मोबिलिटी को अगर हम आइसोलेट करके देखते हैं तो $8 billion की मार्केट तो हम मोबिलिटी की बताते हैं, जिसमें लीगल टेक का जिस कंट्रीब्यूशन है. But despite that, I think the movement is not happening, largely because what I feel so far, इतना opportunity immense होने के बावजूद भी उतना success rate आया नहीं है. क्यों? क्योंकि adoption of technology by the lawyers is very slow.
Right.
When I say it's abysmal, I would say that there are about 20 lakh vehicles, 20 lakh lawyers in the country,
right.
Almost 2 million. Only 4 to 5% have accepted technology.
Okay.
अगर ये 4 या 5% ही technology use कर रहे हैं, rest every 95% are not using technology for their businesses, then how will this sector thrive?
And why is it that only a few of them have adapted to it?
See, इसके ना कई रीजन हैं. One reason could be the policies, could be the law around this particular sector. All of that needs attention.
Right.
I'll give you an example. 10-12 years ago, how did you used to transact? Through cash?
Yeah.
You used to carry wallet?
Yep.
At every point of sale, you used to make the payment through cash?
Right.
Urban strata में हो तो आप credit card use कर लोगे?
Right.
but it was all physical. Right? आज कैसे करते हो?
UPI.
I don't even carry my wallet.
Right.
And I have traveled pan India. I don't even carry my wallet.
Right.
Everything is in my phone, digital.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Happened with
Paytm तो पहले भी था ना?
Yeah.
कैसे हुआ? UPI adoption came stronger with government push, policy changes, promoting the technology to the on the supply side, right? Which is like all the vendors and merchants.
Yeah.
And infrastructure was created. When I say infrastructure, mobile infrastructure, mobile internet इतना commoditized कर दिया गया, so that everybody was comfortable using it. Even the rickshaw puller accepts payment. Even a vegetable vendor on the roadside accepts payment. Even the, I should not quote it, but the beggars on the red light, on the at any cross point, they are accepting QR codes.
Yeah.
So that's the shift that has happened. It is not a particular startup which did the magic. Of course they did. All credit to Paytm. There was a Paytm movement, but that Paytm movement is yet to come for legal tech.
Right.
जब तक लीगल में एक्सेप्टेंस नहीं होती टेक्नोलॉजी की, हाउएवर हार्ड अ टेक्नोलॉजी स्टार्टअप में वर्क, वो मोमेंट नहीं आएगा. तो हमने क्या किया, हम भी इस चीज से जूझ रहे थे. वी वर आल्सो वाचिंग इट डिस्पाइट क्रिएटिंग सॉल्यूशंस, द एडवांसमेंट इज नॉट हैपनिंग. तो हमने क्या किया, हमने मॉडल चेंज कर दिया. हमने कहा रादर देन creating solutions to make lawyers improve their efficiency, which is good, startups are doing it, let's do something on the consumer side.
Right.
कंज्यूमर्स को प्रोडक्ट दो. कंज्यूमर को अगर लीगल पेन है, चलान रेजोल्यूशन में कोर्ट नहीं जाना, रोड साइड लीगल चैलेंजेस आ रहे हैं, हरासमेंट फेस हो रही है या FIR में प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, लीगल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हम बनाएंगे, हम उसके लिए सोल्यूशन करेंगे. और मेरी सप्लाई साइड विच इज द लॉयर्स इन द कंट्री, दे स्टार्ट सपोर्टिंग एंड वर्किंग विद अस.
Right.
So what we did was we circumvented that to certain extent. But ऐसे कितने और स्टार्टअप कर पाएंगे जब तक Paytm मूवमेंट नहीं आएगा और UPI मूवमेंट नहीं आएगा लीगल टेक में. दूसरा एंगल मैं आपको ये और बताता हूँ. आई एम श्योर यू वुड बी थिंकिंग US UK में तो इतना एडवांसमेंट है लॉ का, इंडिया में क्यों नहीं है?
Right.
US UK में, do you know how much per hour a lawyer charges? $300 to $500. Right. When a legal tech startup starts improving that in US, of course ROI makes sense. Right. कि मैं $400-500 की जगह में इतना कर दूं, प्लेटफॉर्म बना दूं, तो it makes sense and investors feel excited. इंडिया में अगर आप कंज्यूमर माइंडसेट से पूछोगे, which is highly reactive as well as law is concerned, legal is concerned, do you think they will pay 40,000-50,000 rupees? Forget about 40,000-50,000. Would they even pay 1,000 rupees to a lawyer?
Like for the entire case?
For the consultancy, बात करने के, वो भी $500 से 1 घंटे के चार्ज कर रहे हैं.
Right.
यहाँ माइंडसेट ही नहीं है
जी.
यहाँ पे माइंडसेट है चीप लॉयर चाहिए, चीप लॉयर चाहिए. That mentality has to go.
Right.
That mentality has to go because of the gap between consumers and lawyers.
Yeah.
That has to be bridged by a platform. So ऐसे में क्या होता है ना, जब कंज्यूमर माइंडसेट चीप लॉयर का है
जी,
तो उसमें कोई भी स्टार्टअप अगर लॉयर्स की साइड पे, सप्लाई साइड पे काम करेगी ना, तो वो ROI बना ही नहीं पाएगी. एंड ROI नहीं बनेगा तो इन्वेस्टर इंकरेज नहीं होगा.
Right.
Hence start working towards consumer side. That's what we did. So rather than saying that, oh, I have created a platform where you can get a lawyer at a cheaper price, that is not going to solve the problem.
Right.
Create a platform which is creating products for the consumers.
Right.
Identifying their repeated legal risk. अब जैसे हमने स्टार्ट किया चलान्स का. इट मे साउंड लेम कि चलान सॉल्व कर रहे हो. आपको मालूम है इंडिया में कितने चलान्स पेंडिंग है? इंडिया में अबाउट 50 मिलियन केसेस पेंडिंग है.
Right.
देयर अबाउट 240 million challans pending.
Right.
24 crore challans pending hai, and 2/3 of them are in the court. Now talk about pendency of cases. With the current judiciary bandwidth, do you ever think ever it will get resolved? हर महीने 80 लाख चलान और इशू हो रहे हैं.
Right.
It's a never ending chase. However, improvement you can bring in judiciary. आप जजेस भर लो कोर्ट्स में, फिर भी ये पेंडेंसी रिजॉल्व नहीं होगी until there is acceptance of technology by the lawyers, platforms coming in which does mass resolution.
Right.
If I tell you in the last, I think, few years, we have resolved roughly around 3.5 lakh challans.
Wow.
3.5 lakh चलान अगर हमने resolve किए ना, and now we have reached a level of about 50,000 per month now.
Right.
The rate is increasing. इतने court matters जो court में pending थे वो resolve हो गए.
Right.
रेजोल्यूशन हो गया, गवर्नमेंट को उनका ड्यू जो रोड सेफ्टी के लिए उन्होंने, वो भी उनको मिल गया.
Right.
Now imagine if platform like Lawyer is supported by the policies, is supported by the regulations, is supported by the regulatory. Imagine we can achieve 10, 100 times, 10 and 10 times, 100 times what we are currently doing.
Right.
That shift has to happen.
Right.
Creating a technology platform is not going to solve the purpose at the moment.
Right.
Infrastructure, regulatory support, policy making support, all of this has to happen.
Right.
One more fun fact I'll give you. Do you know how there are about 20 legal tech unicorns globally?
Okay.
Okay. You know what unicorns, right? Startup unicorns.
Yeah.
Out of that, US alone has about 12.
Right.
इंडिया में कितनी है लीगल टेक की यूनिकॉर्न्स?
0.
Why?
Like
सबसे बड़ी लीगल की अपॉर्चुनिटी है इंडिया में.
Right.
If I talk about numbers, $55 billion, and we see because यहाँ पे ये सपोर्ट जब तक नहीं मिलेगा,
Yeah.
तब तक नहीं हो पाएगा.
Right.
हम तो इस रास्ते पे निकल चुके हैं. हम तो we have started this what you call it as mission.
Right.
To create consumer solutions in the legal tech category,
Right.
but they will be, I mean, to solve this huge big problem of legal in the country, you definitely need many more lawyered, working in different areas, picking up different problems at the same time, and supported by the infrastructure and the policies to actually make this country have a, I mean, to ensure that there is no legal problem in the country.
Problems, right?
Yeah.
So if somebody is looking into this sector right now, like from what I could collect, if somebody is looking to the sector, look into the other aspects other than like challans, look into the niche aspect and then collect from there instead of going and solving the 50 million cases that are pending right now.
Exactly.
Right.
Very well said. So see, पता है क्या है? I generally get this question many times कि यार इतनी पेंडेंसी को कैसे सॉल्व करोगे? वो तो सिंपल मैथ्स है यार. केसेस पेंडिंग हैं तो पेंडिंग केसेस के लिए जजेस बिठाने पड़ेंगे, जुडिशरी बिठानी पड़ेगी, आपको कोर्ट्स राउंड द क्लॉक्स चलाने पड़ेंगे. वो चला भी लिए तब भी कई साल लग जाएंगे.
राइट.
आप उसको प्रिवेंट कैसे कर सकते हो?
राइट.
बचपन से हम सुनते आए हैं प्रिवेंशन इज बेटर देन क्योर. That's what we are doing at Lloyd.
That's brilliant.
How? अगर कोई रोड साइड इशू मैं रिजॉल्व करता हूँ, what does that mean? Over phone,
Right.
you know that whenever an issue happens roadside पे, our team gets the call and our legal experts talk to the official and resolve the matter. In
Right.
case it is legal representation, हम वहाँ पे prevent करते हैं.
Right.
Preventing the matter to get escalated.
Right.
Imagine if Lloyd is not there. What will happen then? वो मैटर एस्केलेट होके कहाँ जाएगा? कोर्ट में. पेंडेंसी और बढ़ेगी. So rather than thinking कि जो कोर्ट में ऑलरेडी पेंडेंसी है मैं उसको फास्ट ट्रैक कैसे करूं? फाइन, गुड, करना चाहिए. बट जो ऑलरेडी आ रहे हैं उनको तो प्रिवेंट करो.
बिल्कुल.
So that prevention is something that we are doing at Lloyd. So Lloyd का ना देखो legal में ना इंडिया reactive है.
Right.
Through our platform, we are trying to make legal shift from reactive to proactive to ultimately preventive.
Right.
कि लोगों को matter escalation करने से पहले ही resolution मिल जाए.
Right.
That's another way. The other I would encourage people who are in this looking at this particular sector to look at the problems that can be preventive in nature.
Right.
Rather than reactive.
So like right now we have the challan systems. What are the other niches that you would like to look into?
Yeah. So as I said, right now, so the whole I would say the mission and vision of Lloyd is to identify and resolve repeated legal pain loops.
Right.
Lots 24/7 and Challan Pay happen to be our solution for the mobility sector to begin with.
Right.
Where we have a tech solution and we have a legal infrastructure at place.
Right.
The same playbook we are taking to other sectors also.
Right.
Mobility, we are picking up for property. We are picking up for fintech also, creating solutions for recovery matters.
Right.
And then we are also coming up with a AI-led, generative AI-led conversational solution called Lela. So Lela is lawyered AI legal assistant.
Right.
So imagine in real Bharat, tier 2, tier 3,
Right.
जहाँ पे अर्बन में तो एरियाज में पीपल आर स्टिल अवेयर.
Right.
उनको पता है कि अगर कुछ push comes to shove, they have some friend or somebody, some platform they can help get connected with a lawyer. कर सकते हैं. पर tier 2, tier 3 में तो वो भी इतनी बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है.
Right.
वकील के बारे में सोचने में उनकी मतलब हालत खराब हो जाती है. Forget about उसका रेजोल्यूशन में क्या करना चाहिए.
जी.
तो the solution that we are building, of course, it's a time-taking process. लीगल गार्डरेल्स लगाने जरूरी हैं. इट इज नॉट समथिंग दैट यू गो टू चैट जीपीटी एंड आस्क अ क्वेश्चन एंड यू गेट आंसर. इट हैज टू बी रिलाइड अपॉन. इमेजिन टियर 2 टियर 3 में एक फार्मर जिसकी लैंड डिस्प्यूट है या किसी का कोई प्रॉपर्टी डिस्प्यूट है या किसी को भी फैमिली डिस्प्यूट है जो कि पीपल हेजिटेट टू इवन टॉक टू एनीवन. दे कैन पुल आउट देयर फोन, क्लिक अ बटन और अपनी लोकल लैंग्वेज में अपनी लोकल लैंग्वेज में वो उससे प्रॉब्लम और सोल्यूशन समझ सकते हैं. At least becoming legally aware before they even go to a lawyer to figure out how to find a resolution. That's what we are building at Lela, providing a first-hand support in your hand.
Right. And is this going to be free of cost, or like are you planning into getting a subscription model like Gemini and all of them?
See, business model we are still working on. We did a pilot. The objective is to bring it as low as just like your mobile phone talk time. Which is like 2 to 3 rupees a minute. Providing them intellectual and responsive solution within a click of a button. Yes, we are still, so the reason of delay is not just technology advancement that we are doing in it, but also finding an optimal business model so that real Bharat mein ye accept ho. Yes, it will be launched very soon.
The idea is absolutely noble, I would say, because right now tier 1, tier 2, they are I think they're on the heavier side of usage of AI, and tier 3 they are keep getting up to the speed. So what I would also like to add, if there is any like deeper understanding, so let's say if somebody doesn't have idea about lawyers and all of it, if they really need an action, so what will it trigger like?
See, identifying a problem.
Right now, lawyer is completely like, okay, we are into preventive stage. Okay, if there is a requirement of an action, then you have to move towards the legal proceeding and all of it. Will it recommend lawyers on its own platform, or will it like showcase the options that are available?
See, देखो, the first is preventive. When I say preventive, जब आपको कोई समस्या है, समस्या से आप जूझ रहे हैं, अगर आप उसी टाइम पे उसकी कोई लीगल सलाह ले लेते हैं ना, तो वो एस्केलेशन से बच जाती है. मानते हो इस बात को? That's where our solution Lela AI legal AI assistant fits in. हमारा ये मानना है, जो कि हमने लॉट्स 24/7 में भी ऑब्जर्व किया है, कि 85% मैटर्स ना ऑन कॉल ही रिजॉल्व हो जाते हैं, वो एस्केलेट ही नहीं होते. That's what we are imagining that Lela will bring in. Large part of the matters will get resolved by the assistant itself. Now in the situation where anybody needs documentation work, so I'm not talking कि सबको litigation की जरूरत है, नॉन litigation matters भी होंगे. किसी को कुछ रेंट एग्रीमेंट के लिए चाहिए, किसी को कुछ समझना है, किसी स्टार्टअप को समझना है कि हमारे इस केस में किस तरह से टैक्सेशन अप्लाई करती है. So in those cases, if somebody needs a support in terms of documentation, drafting, etc., there will be tools that will be made available. In case somebody needs to actually consult with a lawyer, we can open up that access to those areas, lawyer के जो उस एरिया के lawyers होंगे, so that they can sign up and they can directly talk. See, हमारा मॉडल पहले भी और अभी भी zero commission मॉडल का रहता है. We don't charge any commission from the work that is being given to a lawyer. They get paid in full. So we will be transparent and will continue to stay transparent whenever that model is launched. So to your answer, yes, जहाँ पे lawyers की जरूरत होगी, जैसे हमने अपनी infrastructure बनाया है 75,000 lawyers का, that needs to be further expanded so that those lawyers in the remote areas, tier 2, tier 3 lawyers also get opportunity.
Cool. So regarding the 75,000 lawyers they're already onboarded onto your platform, what do you think about the gender equality segment of this? Because through Green India, the initiative that we have right now, we are promoting gender equality, and we would like to know what is the thought process behind it, and how are you looking into enabling that as well?
Good thought. So I never looked at it that angle, but if I
what is the current
the current ratio is very much skewed. It will be roughly around 70-30 male female. So you know that if the nature of our work, some part of the work has to be done in the court. जो court के जो matters हैं, जहाँ पे physically court जाना है, वहाँ पे we still see women lawyers coming up. But जिन matters में remote location में जाना है, the lawyer has to reach on the spot.
Yeah.
maybe for a settlement matter or maybe for a FIR or those matters, वहाँ पे generally male lawyers chip in.
Right.
So it is not the gap. Largely, I feel in our network is not because of competency. It is largely because of the safety. Generally, the few women lawyer prefer more to go to the court, and maybe a male lawyer would agree to go to the remote location at the nth hour on bike or any other conveyance too.
Yeah.
So that's the primary reason for the structural diversion in a diversity in our network.
Right.
We encourage more and more women to take up legal
cases.
and get into legal space and improve the gender diversity. जो हमारे कंट्रोल में है वो है हमारी अपनी इंटरनल टीम. हमारे अपने ऑफिस में आई थिंक 50-50 रेशो होगा. I think more than that. And personally, if I look at my home, it is 1:2. Me, my wife and my daughter. So वहाँ पे balanced है. बचपन से मैं देखता हूँ घर में भी when I was in my early days, it was 2:4. I mean, mom, my 3 sisters versus me and my dad.
Yeah.
So gender diversity has been, I mean, I wouldn't say that it is, we never got the education on that, but we've been living with it. Ki haan, gender diversity is important. It is necessary to encourage. Whatever we have in our control, we are conscious about it. But yes, to your point, in the network, it has to increase as we increase the opportunity of matters in the court.
So again, coming back to the team, how intentional have you been about who gets to get a seat in the table, and how's it impacted the growth of Lloyd?
See, okay. So as I said, ki in terms of gender diversity, there hasn't been a conscious policy in the company कि यार इतनी females लेनी है, इतने male लेने हैं. Generally, it's the first preference is toward the nature of job that requires, and incidentally, the ratio is 50-50, and which is encouraging for us. When you talk about who comes and joins Lloyd, especially for when I interview or when my core team interviews, I have clear mandate that apart from the job profile, we need to check the aspiration of the candidate.
Right.
So aspiration का मतलब क्या है कि वो क्या करना चाहता है, उस लाइफ में क्या करना चाहता है. See, when a resume comes, ये job profile है, वो match हो गया, तो which is good. I mean, the person is willing to, but is he committed for doing beyond the job?
Right.
That happens only when it matches the aspirations.
Right.
See, as we were talking prior to the shoot also.
Yeah.
So your academics versus what it takes for this particular role is different.
Right.
But you are doing well here. Why? Because it is aligning with your aspirations.
Right.
So I normally, I mean, one funny incident I can recall in one of the interviews, I generally ask this question and it comes like a flip without giving anybody time to think. Ki aspirations, what do you aspire to be?
Yeah.
So generally corporate में ये question पूछते हैं, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So that's a very lame question. I generally ask कि aspiration क्या, करना क्या चाहते हो life में?
Right.
And be as candid as possible. One candidate simply looked into my eyes and said, "Sir, I want to be at your seat in next 5 years."
Right.
I said, "Wow,
That's great.
that's fantastic. If somebody is aspiring to be, why should I get intimidated?"
Right.
Then I asked him a counter question. If you take my seat, where would I be?
Yeah.
Okay, sir, you have some many better things to do. आप ऐसी 5 कंपनियां और खोलोगे ना.
Yeah.
So imagine इस तरह के जो कैंडिडेट्स आप हायर करते हो ना कंपनी में, इट टेक्स यू टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल. बिकॉज आप जब किसी कैंडिडेट को हायर करते हो, आप एक क्लोज माइंडसेट से हायर करते हो, एक जॉब प्रोफाइल बनाते हो, दायरा बनाते हो कि तुम ये करो. पर जब इस तरह के कैंडिडेट्स आते हैं ना, एम्प्लॉयज आते हैं ना, वो उससे बियॉन्ड कर जाते हैं. वहां पे हमें भी सीखने को मिलता है. एंड हेंस दैट रियली कीप्स मी गोइंग.
So right now, like we have discussed about how looking into sectors of the lawyer discrepancy is better, and to choose the choose solutions in prevention instead of going into the 50 million cases.
Yeah.
So how far are we from actually enabling it like a UPI movement? Like how far is India right now in this track, and what would be required from the government and also from the people? Because I think it's not just the government's effort to be taken, it's also the people's effort, because they have to understand that if you are looking for a legal help, it is going to cost you, and not to look worried about it, to look confident.
So I'm thankful that you asked this question, but as I had related to the UPI movement earlier, see, UPI transition happened, I think 2014, 15, about 10, 12 years ago. 10-12 साल पहले जो हमारे फिनटेक की सिचुएशन थी या फिर कैश इकोनॉमी की सिचुएशन थी, अगर हम लीगल टेक से कंपेयर किए, वी आर स्टिल इन 90s.
Okay.
What used to happen in transacting और I mean day to day जो हम कैश में डील करते थे या जो हम ट्रांजैक्शन करते जो 90s में करते थे, वो अभी करंट लीगल टेक की सिचुएशन है.
Okay.
I feel it will take another 8 to 10 years. It can be fast tracked, but with fully supported by the policy making, regulatory support, necessary changes in the law, to basically encourage startups,
Right.
to come up and create solutions in this area. So that's one. Second thing is adoption of technology by lawyers. But the supply side is needed. Again, a lot of things related, but उनको लिए टेक्नोलॉजी अडॉप्शन के साथ साथ उनको ये भी चाहिए ना कि उनको एक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर सपोर्ट भी मिलना चाहिए. एंड लास्ट बट नॉट द सीट, डिमांड साइड. डिमांड साइड के लिए ना सोल्यूशन बनाने पड़ेंगे जो अभी नहीं है. What we have tried to do in the mobility sector, we need to do in every sector. We need to do in fintech, we need to do in e-com, we need to do in maybe hospitality, we need to do in property.
Right.
So वो areas में ना हमें solutions देने पड़ेंगे. जब वो solutions consumer के पास आएंगे ना, then he or she will not hesitate to exercise their fundamental rights.
Right.
प्रॉब्लम वहां आती है जब किसी के फंडामेंटल राइट्स इतने चैलेंज हो जाते हैं, उसको मालूम ही नहीं है कि उसके मतलब what he or she can do.
Right.
The moment we create solution on those areas, supported by the supply side, supported by the overall infrastructure changes, the way UPI became a moment in the history of the country, till that time the progress will only be gradual. It cannot see a hockey stick growth.
Right. So I have one more question. Okay. And it's actually a bunch of questions together. So the first one is that, like you said, the cases, what's the urban and rural divide of all the cases that we're getting? Number two, and I understand that you're bringing in AI, you're bringing in products that is creating confidence in people to look into these products and also opt for it to make sure there's prevention, right? So what are the opportunities that you're looking in the rural areas? And I see urban is going to have a faster adoption.
Yeah.
Right. So what are we looking into getting this rolled down to the urban area? I mean to the rural area.
Yeah. See, अभी अगर हम देखें ना, हमारा on our platform, while our supply side is covering almost 98% of the pin codes. So every district code we have a presence. Every 50 kilometers of the highway we have a lawyer who's available to solve the roadside legal matters. So that way we are covered. But if you look at the consumer side, whether it is B2B and D2C, it is still centric towards urban side. As we went into D2C through Challan Pay, we are seeing more and more tier 2 people coming up, like from Chandigarh or maybe Lucknow or maybe other places also, they are accepting. Tier 3 में जाने में अभी भी देर थोड़ा time लगेगा हमें. So that's a current divide, jurisdictional divide in our on the consumer side, but it is growing rapidly. When we talk about AI, so मेरा personal मानना है कि AI is not something. So when we talk about solutions like ours, like which is not I'm not selling technology. I'm creating a solution or a product.
Right.
यहाँ पे ना AI नहीं बिकता, यहाँ पे solution बिकता है. उस solution के लिए consumer को देने के लिए मैं AI फ्रंट एंड पे लगाऊं, बैक एंड पे लगाऊं, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में लगाऊं, that is my intelligence. That is my prerogative.
Right.
So that is something that everybody has to understand. So when I'm even talking about a pure Gen AI solution, Lela, which is a hardcore generative AI, conversational legal AI consultant, which we are aiming to build, we are not selling AI. We are selling a solution around it. Correct? Consumer को नहीं फर्क पड़ता कि आप उसको वैसे तो चैट जीपीटी है ना, so चैट जीपीटी और क्लॉड, they would have solved consumer problems, no, but people are still using them to build solutions. Right? When you use the AI to build solutions, magic starts happening. Right. I'll give you a couple of examples. One, Lela, I told you, which we are working towards. Now, how we are using AI in our systems.
Right.
whenever whenever a legal incident is reported on our platform, which requires speaking with an official, which requires understanding the legal matter, कि कोई एक्सीडेंट हो गया है, उस एक्सीडेंट में एक ट्रक को गाड़ी ने पीछे से मारा, एंड द ट्रक ड्राइवर कॉल्स अस, इज आस्किंग फॉर हेल्प,
राइट?
तो अब इसमें लीगल माइट लगेगी ना.
यस,
वी हैव आवर lawyers team which is available 24/7. They are the first interface, correct?
Right.
If I leave it to the intellect of my own individual legal team members, I will never be able to scale.
Right.
मैं कभी भी solution को standardize नहीं कर सकता.
Right.
We implemented AI in it. The moment an incident is reported while the person is talking, AI in our system disintegrates, breaks that down, puts into the system, feeds into the system. हमारा सिस्टम अपने रिकॉर्ड्स फेच करके निकाल के लेके आता है कि ये सोल्यूशन, इस प्रॉब्लम का सोल्यूशन इस स्टेट में, इस एरिया ऑफ लॉ में ये एप्लीकेबल था, ये पॉइंट ऑफ लॉ है, while the lawyer on call is speaking. तो he or she gets immediately visibility on their own screen कि इसको इस तरह से रिजॉल्व कर सकते हैं. Now imagine right now we may be getting say roughly around say 5,000 or 10,000 these kinds of calls in a month. Suddenly if it reaches to 1 lakh, will I be able to scale if I don't implement AI?
Right.
I do. Now I can, because I have implemented AI. So we are not just selling AI to the consumers. We are using AI to create solutions and products which are faster, reliable and scalable.
Right.
So that's how I think if everybody adopts that kind of scenario, then possibly magic will start happening, not just limited to legal tech, but other areas also.
Right. That's great. So, is there any particular case or incident that had happened in between that has been a highlight for you, like that you would like to share to the audience?
Well, there have been plenty. I mean, बहुत इंसिडेंट्स हुए हैं. इनफैक्ट आई फील कि जब भी ऐसा कोई इंसिडेंट हम सॉल्व करते हैं ना, जिसमें हमारा ट्रक ड्राइवर या ट्रांसपोर्टर या इवन कोई व्हीकल ओनर भी जब उस कॉम्प्लेक्स सिचुएशन से निकलता है ना, तो इट गिव्स अस लॉट ऑफ मोटिवेशन. इनफैक्ट इंडिया के सीटीओ कहे जाने वाले नंदन नीलेकनी ने भी एक इवेंट में हमारे बारे में बताया था. ही गॉट टू नो सम इंसिडेंट इन पुणे व्हिच एवरीबॉडी नो, बट एक इंसिडेंट है जो probably I would like to state. I don't think I have spoken about it in any incident. See क्या हुआ कि यूपी में कोई एक स्ट्रीट प्रोसेशन चल रहा था, and we got a call from our one of fleet operator based out of Bombay कि उसका ट्रक का ना एक्सीडेंट हो गया है यूपी में, and कुछ माइनर सी चीज आई है, कैन यू प्लीज हेल्प. तो that's a regular call that we generally receive every day. So हमारी टीम ने immediately ऑफिशियल से बात करी. They immediately got sensitized.
Okay.
Because situation ये थी कि एक truck has met with an accident and a person who was on a religious procession.
Okay.
He got seriously injured.
All right.
और वो since एक religious procession में जा रहा था, and the driver was of a different community, it could have taken a religious angle in no time.
Right.
Our team immediately spoke with the officials. एक local lawyer deploy हो गया on the spot. Within 15-20 minutes lawyer वहां पहुंच गया. और जब हमें first information मिली, clearly at the outset it was visible कि ट्रक ड्राइवर की गलती नहीं है.
Right.
We are there to provide legal support. And we knew time is critical.
Right.
जितना जल्दी ये golden hour में मैटर रिजॉल्व होगा, उतना जल्दी इस सिचुएशन से बेल आउट होगा. इमीडिएटली हमारे लोकल लॉयर ने लोकल ऑफिशियल से बात की, मैटर को रिजॉल्व किया. वॉट एवर सेटलमेंट हैड टू बी डन, द अदर पार्टी वाज स्पोकन टू, और उस दूसरी पार्टी को प्रॉपरली फर्स्ट एड प्रोवाइड करवा के उसको जो भी कॉम्पनसेशन देना था वो ट्रांसपोर्टर ने विद इन 30 मिनट्स दिया. एंड अप्रोक्सीमेटली 40-45 मिनट के अंदर वो ट्रक वापस हाईवे पे हिट कर गया. आप बिलीव नहीं करोगे, अगर उस मैटर में 1 घंटा और डिले होता ना, वो एक रिलीजियस एंगल ले चुका होता और मॉब वहां पे ना जाने उस ना केवल उस ट्रक को बट उस ड्राइवर को भी लिंच करने को तैयार थी. So that is how these kind of situations we face daily ins and out, and whenever we are able to provide a resolution on the ground in real scenarios, it gives us a huge motivation to strive hard.
That's actually a pretty interesting story. So Himanshu ji, thank you for joining us today, and I wish we could do more questions. I actually have a lot of other questions as well.
Yeah.
But the nature of this podcast is short and simple. So thanks for joining us today, and looking forward to another podcast.
Thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you.
Thank
Thank you.